Good morning, YouTubers, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Mike. I'm in my coffee hideout spot here, 5 minutes outside of town, and it's nice and quiet here, and I could do morning coffee. I brought my little sidekick with me. Hi.
Hi.
That's my daughter, and she comes to work every Tuesday and Thursday with me because she's in like primary school type of thing, or preschool, or whatever you call it. So she gets Tuesdays and Thursdays off. So guess what she does? She comes out with me, and I teach her how to sweep, clean, organize, say hi to customers, just be out and about and understand the ways of running a business. Anyways, guys, I want to thank everybody for all their heartfelt messages that they sent to me about this whole Bill C-10. This Bill C-10 is a major move by the federal government to shut down. And the way it's worded in a way where it can mean absolutely anything. If you read the Canada's Chartered Rights and Freedoms, or Canada's Chartered Rights, and I think it's what it's called, it's very vague. Unlike the American Constitution and the Bill of Rights, it's very specific. In Canada, sorry guys, there's a gigantic, look at all the lumber, look at all the lumber shortage. I've already counted, since I've been here for less than 7 minutes with my daughter, talking to her for a bit, I've already counted more lumber trucks passing through with scores of lumber. But yeah, there's a shortage, right? Of course there is, right? Check out last Saturday night's Mike in the Night. We discussed the lumber shortage in a little bit more greater depth. So take a look at that. Anyways, so this has been up for a couple of hours now. Fed's plan change to Bill C-10 will make it crystal clear. Social media uploads won't be regulated. So there you go. That's what the news is regulating, or that's what the news. This is coming from the mainstream Canadian dinosaur media that's dying faster than what people are dying of actual COVID. So here it is, guys. So it says the content individual user upload to social media sites like YouTube and Instagram won't be regulated by Bill C-10, according to Heritage Mr. Steven. He confirmed in the news statement on Global News on Monday following a pushback from politicians and experts alike who warned that the proposed changes, or more wood, look at that, all that plywood, look at all that plywood. Plywood! Oh, another wood, going the other way. So politicians and experts alike who warned that proposed changes to the Broadcasting Act could infringe on freedom of speech. Canada doesn't really have a freedom of speech policy. It has a very vague one, right? We also want to make sure that the content that people upload to social media won't be considered as programming under the act, that it won't be regulated by the CRTC. So they want to make sure it's not regulated. Yeah, leave it there. Daddy will throw it out later, okay? So there it is right there. So they're making it crystal clear. We also want to make sure the content that people upload on social media won't be considered programming under the act, that it won't be regulated by the CRTC. That's what they're saying now. How many politicians have you known? Comment below that actually told the truth. I'd like to know. Recently, in the last 10 years. I'll give you 10 years. So this is coming from the New York Times. Why rising diversity might not help Democrats as much as they hope. The Census Bureau released, this is in the States, by the way, 2 important sets of data last week having big implications, more wood, for American politicians that challenge some prevailing assumptions for both Democrats and Republicans. The reason why, what am I reading this for, Mike? Why? Because they're dividing the damn nation. They're dividing the country. This is, diversity and more people, Democrats, so Hispanics, Asian Americans, and multicultural, multiracial voters grew as a share of electorate over the past 2 president races, and white voters who historically tend to back the GOP fell 71% from 2020, from 73% in 2016. So there you go. There you have it there. If that's no proof of a divide in America, or creating a divide between politics, then I don't even know what to say. I mean, we have divides between soccer teams. We have divides between borders of countries. We have divides. We don't need divides within politics. And that's what's been happening more and more and more, trying to get the people to one side saying, look, you want to be on this side because this side supports you. But meanwhile, hi. Anyways, okay, so here it is. Here's another one here. This is coming in from some American media, legitimate media source here. I try to get as much as the, you know what I'm talking about. All right, billionaire right there. Woo! Billionaire like Bill Gates won't save us from COVID or fix the fake news or climate crisis because it's not in their interests. Okay. Because none of this is real. That's why. COVID, we know what's going on with COVID. Fix the fake news. Obviously, he needs to keep the news and the narrative, the fake news as in the mainstream media, needs to continue. When this article is actually referring, okay guys, this article is actually referring to, what are they referring to in this article? I'll tell you what they're referring. They're actually referring, let me put my coffee here on top of this. They're actually referring for the fake news as in like Fox and YouTube uploaders, and they're not, when they say fix the fake news, they're not saying to fix the mainstream government bailed out media. You see, in Canada, as opposed to, I don't know what's happening too much in America, but Canada's media has been bailed out several times to stay afloat, to keep the government narrative a push. And that's why they're going to start censoring people online, because they can't compete with the small guy like me. Look at me and my daughter broadcasting you guys the news, get more views than what the mainstream media get. And the mainstream media gets pushed up there all the time, and nobody watches it still. Tell the truth, America. G7 meeting is all about trying to contain the rise of China. So there's the meeting right there. They're all wearing their due diligent masks, and they are ready to ask America, tell us the truth, America. What is happening with China, right? What is happening? Why do we give China the power? Now, look what they're doing. That's what happened when you give communist countries the power that have slave labor and don't have to pay people on a proper hourly wage, and there's no workers, what do you call it? Workers' rights and unions. Well, guess what happens, people? I remember back in the late 90s, there was a big workers' party that was trying to organize in China. I don't want to tell you how that turned out, because for the factory workers. I don't want to tell you how that went, because then my channel will probably get shut down. Okay, very important one right here. Bank of Canada is discrediting its own inflation research. Puzzling economist, says NBC. This is coming from us, of course, from Better Dwelling. We'll be covering this on Wednesday night show, Commonwealth for Common People. So here it is. It says here, Canada's central bank made an unusual move last month. It discredited its own inflation position. National Bank of Canada, NBC, Deputy Chief Economist Matthew, I don't know how his last name is pronounced, is puzzled. Why? In his latest report, he questions the Bank of Canada, thinks its preferred measures are overstated inflation. The Economist took a dive. This guy's no economist. So, like, why is he puzzled? Well, when your house goes up $44,000 in 1 month in Toronto for a detached home, something is not right. Something obviously. So inflation is kicking in. Inflation is sinking in. Are we going to see hyperinflation in Canada? We may not, because we're heavily kind of tied to the American, even though the Canadian border is closed. We'll get into that in a second. But yes, inflation is creeping up. And how do they keep the Frankenstein monster from roaming from town to town and destroying villages that they built? Well, they're going to have to figure out something real quick. I heard Frankenstein's scared of fire last time I checked, and he can't swim. So there's ways to sink this problem, and to burn it away is by raising interest rates. Inflation will be creeping in, and if the American economy is fully opened and everyone's back to work and everybody is enjoying this reopening, it's going to be very interesting to see what Canada does to hedge against that, because, oh, more wood. Lots of wood. Holy crap. There it is right there. Plaut! Lots of wood, people. So, huge lumber shortage, guys, and we talked about that. Again, lumber shortage is a major issue, and they are engineering these, I think, in my opinion, shortages, and the price of gas is going to skyrocket. We said that years ago, but the price of gas now is it's going up, and I'm going to fill up my car on the weekend. I'm going to tell you what I paid for filling up the vet, and see where it goes from there. But, man, okay, border closures. Yeah, the border is closed between United States and Canada people traveling can't go. I really want to take my kids, just travel and kind of see the open road and kind of like the Griswolds. We got a minivan, don't worry, we're not taking this. So we got a minivan. So we want to do that. You know, I got my minivan fixed. The power steering was leaking. I got that fixed, and the what else was wrong with that van? I got it all fixed. It's only a 2015, 2016. It's still in good shape. So I want to take it across America and kind of take the kids for a nice summer-long vacation. Leave the business in the hands of a colleague and go from there. But I'm really disappointed on border closures. Might open late summer 2023. Yeah, you heard it right. Late summer 2023 they're pushing. Because they want to get the next election out in Canada as soon as possible. They're trying to push for a snap election, making in-person voting basically dangerous. We covered that on the channel. You can watch the video why America reopened and why we haven't. And why this is continuing to go the way they want it. It's all politically driven. And if you want to believe the BS, go ahead and believe it. You want to take a blood vaccine for a lung infection? Go ahead and do that. No one's stopping you. You believe what you want, and we're free. As humans, we're free souls. We're born free, and hopefully we die free. You want to say hi, Tinga? Hi. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to get rolling here. My sidekick is getting tired. Sitting there. You tired? Yeah. All right, we're going to go. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martin's here. Nice crisp morning here. Nice crisp morning. Enjoying the view. And guys, good news. They finished the church that got burnt down by the arson. The guy that burnt down 2 churches. They know who he is. He admitted to it. And it's forming an opinion. So this is now today, how things work today. Forming an opinion is a big thing. Watch my merit harassment series if you haven't yet. And let me know what you guys think. God bless. Comment below. Lots of love. Mike Martins signing off. I have spoken.